What's the deal, party peoples? Hello. I am here tonight to do Cancer. I took a few nights off. How dare I take a few nights off when I'm going to do a video about my sign tonight? That just means we really needed like a grand entrance to lead into Cancer. So, you know, we always got to take our time. Especially with ourselves. I'll do a video for everybody else, get it out there. But when it comes to me, I'm always putting myself last, guys. That's the best way to start off about Cancer. Most Cancers I know, well, first of all, Cancer would be the first water sign of the zodiac. If you count, or if you're not aware of the zodiac wheel and how it goes, then you would count Cancer as like the second sign of the zodiac, because you would be thinking of Pisces. But again, the zodiac starts with Aries. So Aries is the first fire sign. Taurus is the first earth sign. Gemini would be the first air sign. And Cancer would be the first water sign, bitches. Anyway, so most Cancers I know take care of other people. It's who we are. Capricorn is the father of the zodiac. I don't know if I touched on that in the Capricorn video, but Capricorn is the father of the zodiac. It's the father sign of the zodiac. If you know any Capricorns, and I don't know if I talked about it in the video, they really do take care of home. They when they have kids, I mean, like, I know a Capricorn guy that, you know, has his baby daughter just as much as the mother. Like, Capricorn is a sign of taking care of home. It's the father. Cancer is the mother. Cancer is the mother sign of the zodiac. Capricorn and Cancer are opposites in the zodiac. We're 6 degrees apart, or six signs apart. Whatever sign is 6 signs apart from your sign is your opposite. So it's almost like a yin and yang. I get along with Capricorns really well. It's like you have differences, but you have a lot of similarities. You know what I mean? It's not a complete repelling kind of polarity. With anything that's opposite from yourself, just like men and women, we're the same, but we're different. So Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. We are a very mothering sign, and I think that's why we're always taking care of people. And it doesn't mean you have to have children. We don't have any issues. It's second nature. It's not even a second thought. You will take care of somebody else's children. You will take care of your man. You will take care of your family. We are going to be the ones who care about how you feel, if you're okay. If we care about you and we love you, like, we're going to ride for you. We're always going to be there. We're overprotective. We can be overbearing for people that we love and care about. And when I say take care of you, I mean on an emotional level. Like, I know this about myself, and this may not be a Cancer thing, but I'm not always the most thoughtful. Like, I'm not the type. I used to have guys like will buy me things or do certain things like flowers or clothes or something like that, and I'd be really flattered and touched, and I show my appreciation back through actions of love and being there. But I'm not the most thoughtful person when it comes to maybe like giving somebody a gift or picking up something that's just to say I'm thinking of you, or showing. Like, that's the thing with Cancer. We really feel deeply for people, and we show those things through actions that when you need us, if the home needs to be taken care of, to cook, to clean, to make you comfortable, to try to please you. But we don't always make it practical. We don't always make it tangible outside of those practical things that we do. So I think Cancer could stand to be a little bit more thoughtful. And we're ruled by the moon. The moon controls the tides in the ocean. Cancer, again, is the water sign. That is why you find Cancers are so emotional. And depending on different planets in your chart and aspects in your chart, some may be more emotional than others, depending on what decant, I think it's pronounced decant, decante or whatever, that you are. And that's just what part of the month you were born in, and I believe they're all split into like 3 decants. So my decant for the date I was born in, July, is I think it's a Cancer Scorpio. So I've learned that my sign is one of the more passionate signs because of that Scorpio, and I think that's actually a good combination to have a little bit of Scorpio with the Cancer, because I am a very passionate person about anything I do, and that's, you know, Cancers are very sensual, very passionate people. You ever notice, like, somebody can get to you through your mind, but have you ever been intimate with someone or just a friend, and there's no connection, there's no feeling, like there's just no feeling? Cancers are feelers. We will look through you, beyond you, and touch you deep down somewhere in here because we feel there has to be a connection. Now, you may meet Cancers who, like I talked about in Gemini's video, I find them that they play the role of the jump off a lot of times. But I only think that's because Gemini likes their freedom and they don't mind. You know, if they see a girl or a guy that they want to get with, their situation, they might be in a situation that might not be going great. They kind of have to have their needs met. If you're not doing it, and they're already floating around, so they're gonna mess around. Cancer, I'm not saying they aren't cheaters, because Cancers can be cheaters. But what I will say is I don't feel like Cancers are whores or anything like that, because a lot of, and I don't know if it's different for the women, from things I've read, the men can be a little bit more promiscuous than the women. That's what I read, but that's out of a book. But I can't say, because I haven't really been close. I really don't have any Cancer males in my life that I can even recall, so I can't speak to the Cancer male. But as far as the Cancer female, we have to have a connection to be with you. Like, if we are with you and there's no connection, we won't want to really do that again. So that's not really a casual. That doesn't make good. That's not a good environment for casual contact and casual encounters. So funny. Same principle applies to friends. I am not a casual friend haver. Now, I'm a very social person, and when I go out, or if I'm in a work environment, walking down the street, I'm a person who people are drawn to. I don't know if it's because I'm really tall or what, or it's the Cancer, but people, it's almost like we have a welcoming aura, and I can cut the shit with anybody. I can kick the surface level bullshit with anybody. I talk to a lot of people. You'll see me talking, to several people, hang with a lot of guys, not hang with a lot of guys, but always cool with a lot of guys. I make good connections, but it never goes, like, rarely do I ever let anybody in deeper than that. We keep you on surface level because we're social people. We, for the most part, you've got your good and bad of every sign, but if you have a Cancer that can control their emotions and they are emotionally strong and not weak, then we are upbeat people, happy people, moody as shit, but happy people. So we like to be social because we're homebodies so much. I have so much I want to say about Cancer, y'all. This video is really going to jump around. Like, it's not going to have any type of organization to it. So, we like to be social, but we won't get deep with you. Like, I find a lot of signs, like say a Leo or something like that, they might not, or not even a Leo, but like say it's a sign where they aren't really like the talkative. They might be quiet, but then when they meet people, like they'll be quiet. So they're not going to be the one that's social at the job scene or social if you go out, whatever. Or it might take them a while to warm up. I'm a person who I can relate and talk to anybody because we're feelers. I don't have to always experience because I feel so deeply. So I might not have to have experienced something myself to relate to somebody or to feel something. So another sign, and I'll say like a Leo, they might not be the most talkative or they might not open up the most at first, but then when they finally start talking to you, they tell you all their business and personal stuff. And that's what I mean by Cancer. We can cut the shit with anybody, but you will never know my personal life would be my friend. I might talk to 20 people at the job or at a party, but I ain't trying to get close, get personal, exchange numbers, or have any of them as my daily life as my friends. Because a Cancer's circle are people who have been around forever. And that's not to say we don't make new friends. It's just to say Cancer, if a person is on their square and they're intuitive and they know their self, we base everything off of feelings. The key word for our the phrase for our sign is I feel. So I don't base my thoughts about, if I talk to somebody for 5 to 10 minutes, I know who you are. I know who you are. I felt your aura. And I already know if you somebody, one of the rare somebodies who I would have a deeper friendship or welcome you deeper into my life, which would take a while, a long time, years before I let you that deep in. But, you know, so we've already judged off the top, like, yeah, this is the person that's cool. We can, because we like to joke, we like to laugh, we like to have fun. Like, Cancer is a sign. I have like a crazy, cynical, I'm sarcastic as hell. I have a cynical sense of humor. And I just like to me, life is about having fun. If you get extra years on your life for laughing and smiling, then I should be like alive till 500 years old, because I could quit my job and just sit around and laugh and joke and have a good time all day with people. As long as it was a check rolling in, because we got to be comfortable. Cancer is a sign of survival. Cancer has to be comfortable. And I used to talk to a Leo friend of mine about this all the time, because when I say things, and maybe it was a bit of materialism, but when I would say, okay, I want these things, I want that, it's like, oh, well, you don't need that stuff. Why do you need to be wealthy? Or why do you need to be this? Or why do you need to be that? It's not that money means shit to me. I know you need it to survive, you know, but it doesn't really mean anything. It's not even real, but it doesn't even mean anything. But I need it in this realm to be comfortable, because I ain't gonna be like living in squalor. Hell the fuck no. Because Cancer is a sign of survival. The crab is going to cling on and survive by all means. I'm talking about bare necessity survival. Good instincts, good choices to make good decisions out in the world so that you live to see another day. You live to see another day comfortably, not in like a wretched situation. And we use our inner feelings and judgment. So Cancer can also be a homebody, and a lot of things I have read about my own sign, and I've been reading for double-digit years. I've been into astrology for double-digit years. I'm just really like hitting the deep studies and going deeper, you know, every year of my life. But one thing that was always said about the Cancer is we are a very hard sign to predict. And I tell people, like even close family members, as soon as you think you know me, you don't know me. We can be very unpredictable. The only things you'll be able to predict about a Cancer is that they're moody, that they like to be at home. We may go out, but our primary place of residing, I would say 60 to 70% of the time, is in our home, because that's just where we're comfortable. I remember when I was younger, I had like really good friends. I mean, these are girls that were best friends. If I spent the night at their house, and I'm talking like I was 13, 14 years old. If I spent the night at their house, I was calling my mother to pick me up as soon as I got up in the morning. I would spend the night there because that's my girl. I want to spend the night and have fun, but I don't want to be here. I want to go home. And I could probably name on one hand in my life, and I'm 30 up, how many people's houses or how many friends' houses I spent the night over when I was younger. And I'm talking under when I was in my teenage years. I had the house that everybody, all my girlfriends would come to and spend the night. That's how much, it's no place like home. And that really applies to Cancer. There's no place like home. So if you have a Cancer woman, and I would say even the men, like I said, I don't know because I don't have a lot of Cancer men in my life, really none. But they're going to be domestic. They are going to like to cook. Now, I'm not going to say they like to clean. Like, I like things clean, but I don't like to clean. I've grown into it, you know, but I never was made to clean when I was younger. My parents did that. So, but typically they probably, no, some Cancers do not like to clean. We like to keep things straight because we don't like dirt and squalor. Again, we like to be comfortable, but that's why a Cancer's home probably, unless it's just something else in their chart or something they've learned to do because maybe you're in a relationship and you realize your man likes things that way. You know, we like to be comfortable. To me, walking into a home and being comfortable is not everything spick and span, nothing out of place, just looking perfect. I don't like the ideal of being perfect in any shape or form. I don't want to be a perfect looking human. I don't want to have the perfect body. I don't want to have the perfect looking home. I want something to be out of place. It just reminds me of how human I am. So they're going to take care of the kids. Cancer is the mother. I don't even really think I need to go into the parenting aspect of a Cancer. That is where they thrive. They will that will be their life. If they have kids, it's going to come before all else. Probably even the husband or the boyfriend or whoever you're dating. Again, super fun sign. I feel like I spit out a whole bunch of stuff at once, and I don't know if I was super clear about anything because there's just so many aspects to a Cancer. I mean, the moods, the hidden. We keep a lot of things hidden. We care about people so much. We're very giving, and we can be nasty. A Cancer is a person, and I was reading like the signs of criminality. What each sign from a study was the crimes that they were most likely to commit. And I think it said like Cancer was the craziest. Like we were I don't know what it said. Like it wasn't like a psychopath. It was like we were the emotional killers. We were the craziest of the zodiac. Who did it the most is because of emotions. And I talked about that in another video of mine about how don't be scared of people who go 0 to 100 real quick. Be scared of people who go 0 to 100 real slow. Because they got some shit waiting for your ass. And you ain't going to know when it's coming. Because Cancer is about survival. But we're about love, not war. We're not a revenge sign. I mean, you really, like you have really got to damn near try to kill some of us for us to like want to get at you like that. Cancer's tolerance, where does it stop? And that's something Cancer needs to work on. Putting self first, drawing boundaries of what you will and you won't let happen to you. We can't always concentrate on other people and not take care of self. That's completely backwards. How can you love anybody else if you don't love you? So, we're very giving, and we don't express the need. We don't make sure our needs are met by the people we give to. And it causes a lot of emotion inside of us that we don't express. So, we end up blowing up. We hold a lot inside. And we also care about people's feelings. Like, I'm the friend where if you came over like looking an absolute ratchet mess, I'd probably tell you because you ain't going out with me. But I'm the friend, and if you come over and maybe your outfit ain't all that, or you looking a little old school, or your shit ain't right, but it's decent enough to where I don't mind being seen with you, I probably wouldn't really tell you. Not because I'm not a good friend, because I don't want to hurt you. And I feel like everybody deserves individuality. Maybe you would have looked better in something else. Maybe what you chose isn't what I chose. But if you're not going to embarrass me by how you look when we go out, then, who am I? So, but I think Cancer does need to speak up more. Because some people say, well, if you don't tell me I look a mess, or I got the booger in my nose or something, you ain't a real friend. No, that's not the case with everybody. With the Cancer, it's not because we're not a real friend. It's just because we don't want to hurt you in any way. Not even the smallest way. Last point I'm going to make before my phone tells me I have no more space to record. People say Cancers are liars. I have heard, Aquarius says this the most, but I have heard it from several people that say, oh, Cancer's like, when you talk about zodiac astrology and you bring up Cancer, they're like, oh, Cancers are liars. That is not true. Cancer just doesn't say what they feel. It takes a lot. It takes a long time for them to finally say what they feel. So we may tell you what you want to hear instead of what we really want to feel. And people take that as Cancers being liars. Cancers are actually quite the opposite, because I don't really like lying about anything, because I like to keep it real with myself and other people. But if I don't want to talk to you about something, or I don't want to tell you how I feel, I'm not going to do it. And if you keep asking me or you keep pressuring me, I'm just going to tell you what you want to hear, so you shut the fuck up. So, people say Cancers are liars, but it's really not. They just don't. But when you have a real friendship and real friends, when people hurt you, because what we'll do is we'll let someone hurt us, or not even like a deep hurt, but just something we're not happy with. We were a little offended by. We'll let that shit happen 10 times. And then when we finally say something or we're upset, it's like we get a thing of being liars or not honest. And it's not that. It's just not in our nature. We have a high tolerance. We don't snap over the littlest things. It takes a lot. But the self-protection for Cancer is to understand you have to express those emotions and you have to make it known, no matter how small or big. Because when you let things build up, that's when you have eruptions and volcanoes. Isn't that what a volcano is? Don't volcanoes sit kind of stirring and building up for years, and they could, for hundreds of thousands of years, and they could erupt at any time? That's a good analogy for Cancer. So you need to express yourself more, Cancers, and let people know what you think, how you feel, stand your ground, and people will respect you more for it. Talking to myself too. And last but not least, we aren't the Leos who need to be the center of attention, but a lot of us will get the attention in the background. Like I don't like being a center of attention, but for some reason, we could be super quiet and still draw all the attention. You know, Cancers are very deep, and a lot of communication is nonverbal. And if you can break through someone's outer surface, and you can really feel and see someone's aura or their soul, that's a much deeper connection and a much deeper sense of existence, I guess I could say. But yeah. So that's the biggest thing I want to say. We are not generally liars, and I'm a sign that we'll pretty much almost try anything reasonable that makes some sort of sense once. And that's why I said people don't understand the Cancer sign, because what you see on the outside is hardly, it's not always what you get on the inside. And I would say, depending on that Cancer, it's hardly what you get on the inside. And if people will think, okay, well, they're a homebody, they don't like to go out, they don't like to do this, but then you'll catch one, somewhere hiking Mount Everest, or, they might get up the curves to skydive one day, or they might go on a trip around the world, or become a philanthropist and travel and give to charity. We're very charitable. So we like I thrive off of peace and harmony in the world. I go out of my way. Sometimes I even alter myself to make other people comfortable and harmonious. I cannot exist in non-harmonious situations. So people think they know us, and then we turn out to be a whole nother person. Because we do like adventure. We do like, as depressed and as down as we may get because we're stuck in these feelings, the biggest thing for a Cancer is to conquer the emotions and live in the real world, come out of your head. Most of my life is lived in a dream world in my head. And I'm at a phase where I'm trying to take those dreams and make them tangible, make them reality. Because a Cancer will dream it through, great ideas, very creative person, but it'll never materialize. Because they never do anything about it to make it happen. And, guys, I have so much more to say, especially about this sign, because this is my sign. I think this is the longest video for Dummies I've done. And I have so much more to say, but there'll be many, many more videos to come. We'll touch on Cancer many times, especially when I have the time to do some insightful guidance type videos sign by sign, instead of being really, really general. I haven't singled out any particular sign. The only particulars I've done so far are the Signs for Dummies videos. But thank you for watching tonight. Comment, give me feedback. I mean, even if you think, whatever. If you just want to say that light's in your face, you need to move it. I just would like to build with people out there. My email address, you already know. Deuces.